I'm a grown man. Deion Sanders fires back at Colorado State coach Jay Norvell's glasses remarks. The article continues on. Colorado State head football coach Jay Norvell appeared to criticize Deion Sanders Wednesday when he said on his weekly coaches show that he takes his hat and glasses off when he talks to grown-ups because that's what his mother taught him. By contrast, Sanders often wears a hat, sunglasses, or both at news conferences for interviews or in interviews when appearing on camera as a head coach of Colorado. That's his style. And now Sanders has fired back at Norvell and his team prepares to host Colorado State, which is 0-1 in a game Saturday night in Boulder on ESPN. I'm a grown man, Sanders said on his weekly coaches show Thursday night in Boulder. Don't tell me what I'm supposed to wear and what I'm not supposed to wear, please. Norvell's comments came after he said his players have had to do videos with ESPN this week in the build-up to Saturday's game. He said they came away from that with a chip on their shoulder. They're tired of all of that stuff, Norvell said on the show. They're really tired of it. And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took off my hat and I took off my glass, and I took my glasses off. And I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. The CSU fans in the crowd at Norvell's show in Fort Collins then clapped and laughed in support, seeming to know what exactly Norvell was talking about, even if he didn't mention Sanders' name. And this is what happens when you're successful. People then begin to nitpick. They'll nitpick anything they can think of, they'll do it. Next thing you know, they're going to be talking about why doesn't he have any facial hair on his head? Why doesn't he have a scrub? Why doesn't he have a goatee on his face? Why is he always well-shaped? Why is he always smiling? Why is he always laughing? This is what happens. Because when people cannot attack your success, they attack you. That's it. When they cannot attack your success, they attack you. This is just the fact of the matter. There was an example, and some dudes thought it was, I don't know. Some dudes thought it was funny. Like, we got some cats watching these shows. They're not watching it for sports. They're not. They're watching it to look at me and analyze me. One dude was like, yo, son, what's up with your hairline? What's up with all of this? What's up with that? First of all, bro, my predisposition in life is not my hairline. When I was in high school, nobody cared more about their hair than me. I had my do-rag. I always had my brush in my back pocket everywhere. Combing my hair. I'm 36 years old, bro. Like, yeah, my hair can be scruffy at times. I don't give a damn. I'm working. I'm doing things for myself and my family. I'm more preoccupied with that. I'm not preoccupied like, I got to make sure my hairline is crisp every 2 days for these dudes because I got to keep, number one. Number two, why are you looking at my hair? Like, this is the point. Instead of listening to the content and what I'm talking about, they're like, how are we going to talk about him? How are we going to talk about the way he looks? How are we going to talk about, like, this is what they do. So for him being bothered that Deion Sanders doesn't take off his glasses or take off his hat, how many people have we seen outside talking with their damn glasses on with a hat on their head? Is Deion Sanders the only one? Is he the only one? Like, let's be for real. Is he the only one? So he should take off his glasses when he's talking to you? So what? If that's what you do and that was your upbringing, fantastic. That is fantastic. But then to start questioning, my mother raised me this way. Your mother raised you the way she raised you. Fantastic. Don't go around and start criticizing the way people raise. And that's why I came across a clip yesterday of Ryan Clark going off on this guy. He's like, instead of sitting there spending time talking about your opposing coach's way of behaving, why don't you spend that time focusing on your team and not losing? He's like, you haven't even won a game this season, and you're talking about this guy, which means that Deion is really beginning, to irk a lot of people. He's really beginning to become threatening because he's maybe not doing things the way they want him to do things. But I think the fans don't care. I think the fans just want to see their team win. If they cared about his hat and his glasses, they wouldn't be going to these games. They don't care. Because they're probably like, we've had a lot of coaches that had a nice haircut, that were clean shaven, that didn't wear no damn glasses and a cowboy hat when they went to go talk to the press, and they win us a damn thing. Go look at the record of Colorado before he took over. I think they were 1-11. They already have more wins this year than they did all of last season, and you up here talking about his glasses or his hat. Imagine his glasses and his hat. This is where we at. What's next? P. Diddy should take off his glasses before he talks to you? Cut it out. Focus on the game. Let's keep it on the game. When you start garnering the type of success and the intention that he's garnering for the right things by actually winning and making his program successful and earning his salary, then we'll take you seriously. But the numbers show he's the real deal. And for his haters to be running around, what is like, stop. It just looks like you're threatened by the guy.